Time travel has never been one story. It's hundreds of them, each one arguing about what time really means. Across decades, filmmakers have tested every version imaginable. Loops, branches, paradoxes, and timelines folding in on themselves like mirrors. In this video, we're breaking them all down. Every rule, every type, every movie that dared to twist time until it broke. Tenet. Time here isn't traveled through years, but through entropy itself. Using temporal turnstiles, people and objects have their entropy inverted, letting them move backward through time while still experiencing life forward. A bullet returns to its gun, fire turns cold, and collapsing buildings rebuild themselves. Inverted travelers wear oxygen masks because regular air doesn't flow right for their reversed bodies. There's no instant jump either. If someone wants to go back a week, they must live that week in reverse, second by second. It's a precise system where both normal and inverted versions of the same person can exist, but any direct contact causes annihilation. The film's biggest weapon is the temporal pincer movement, where two teams fight from opposite directions in time. At the center of it all sits the algorithm, a device that can invert the world's entropy entirely, threatening to collapse time itself. Tenet treats time not as a path, but as a battlefield. Every action has already happened, yet can still be changed. It's not about traveling through time, but fighting inside it. The butterfly effect. Here, time travel begins in memory, not in metal. Evan Treborn discovers he can send his adult mind into his younger body by reading old journal entries from his childhood. Each time he revisits the past, he changes something small, and the present reshapes itself instantly. The results are unpredictable. A single act of kindness can destroy a friendship. A minor mistake can rewrite entire lives. Evan remembers every version of reality, even the ones that no longer exist, and the weight of those memories begins to break him. There's no portal or flux field, only the fragile connection between memory and time. Each jump leaves cracks in who he is until he learns that trying to fix everything only makes the world and himself fall apart faster. Interstellar. Time here bends through gravity and motion instead of machines or portals. Cooper and his crew use a wormhole near Saturn to cross galaxies, reaching planets orbiting the black hole Gargantua on Miller's planet. Every hour equals about 7 years on Earth, showing time dilation at its most brutal. When Cooper and TARS fall into Gargantua's event horizon, they find themselves in a fifth-dimensional tesseract created by beings from humanity's future. Inside it, time exists as space. Every moment in Murph's bedroom is reachable. Cooper sends her data through gravity, tapping Morse code on her watch, giving her the solution to save the species. No one actually travels backward, only information does. The loop closes perfectly, proving that every action was always meant to happen. Interstellar treats time as both a physical force and an emotional thread, showing that love, memory, and gravity can cross the boundaries science alone cannot. Groundhog Day. Time here loops endlessly, trapping Phil Connors in the same February 2nd over and over again. Each morning at 6 a.m., he wakes to the same song, the same people, the same town. Everything resets perfectly except his mind, which remembers every version of the day. There's no explanation, no machine, no curse given. The loop exists to test him. At first, he uses it for selfish pleasure, breaking laws, chasing women, and mocking everyone around him. But as the resets pile up, the repetition grinds him down. Slowly, he learns empathy, patience, and real kindness. The loop finally breaks, not through logic, but through change within him. Once Phil becomes a better man with no hidden motive, time lets him move forward. It's one of the simplest yet deepest versions of time travel. A loop designed to fix a person, not the world. Looper. Time travel here is an illegal tool for crime. In the future, powerful syndicates use secret time machines to send their victims 30 years into the past, where hired killers called loopers wait to execute them. When their contract ends, the syndicate sends back the looper's older self to be killed by his younger version, closing the loop permanently. The system is mechanical and cruel. The moment a younger looper changes something, his older self feels it immediately. Scars appear, limbs vanish, and memories twist in real time. Old Joe and Young Joe's confrontation turns that rule against itself, showing how cause and effect collapse when two versions of one person fight for control of their own future. Looper's world is gritty and uncertain, where the past can change, but the price is immediate. Every action reshapes the timeline like wet clay, proving that time travel isn't freedom here, it's punishment disguised as opportunity. Harry Potter and The Prisoner of Azkaban. Time travel here takes a magical form through the Time Turner, a golden hourglass necklace that sends the wearer back 1 hour for every twist. Hermione first uses it for extra classes, but its true purpose emerges when she and Harry go back to save Sirius Black and Buckbeak. The timeline never changes because it never needed to. Everything they do in the past was already part of what happened. Harry's mysterious Patronus, Buckbeak's escape, even Dumbledore's strange hints all make sense once the loop closes. The world operates on perfect consistency, where every cause has already met its effect. They can't alter events or meet their past selves without risking magical collapse. Instead, they fulfill what destiny had already written. The Time Turner doesn't rewrite history, it completes it, showing that sometimes the past only makes sense once you've lived it twice. The Terminator. Time travel here runs on a one-way ticket. Machines from the future, led by Skynet, send Terminators and humans back through time, but never forward again. The displacement field only works on organic tissue, which is why they arrive naked and stripped of weapons and armor. The timeline itself is single and self-contained. Every action in the past becomes part of the same future they were trying to stop. Kyle Reese goes back to protect Sarah Connor, only to become the father of John Connor, the very leader who will later send him. It's a perfect predestination loop. There are no retries, no corrections, no alternate realities. Every decision locks into place. The more Skynet tries to change fate, the more it guarantees it. The Terminator universe shows a grim version of time travel where destiny isn't avoided. It's built by the struggle to escape it. Your name. Here, time travel hides inside emotion. Mitsuha and Taki don't use machines or portals. They swap bodies across years without knowing it. She lives in 2013. He in 2016. When one wakes in the other's body, they live each other's life, leaving notes and memories that slowly weave their timelines together. Their bond becomes the thread that bends time itself. When Taki drinks Mitsuha's sacred sake at the Crater Shrine, he connects with her across years, realizing her town was destroyed long before he met her. That knowledge lets him act through memory, saving her and rewriting history without ever touching a time machine. Your Name blends time travel with feeling. Memory, distance, and destiny merge until both characters meet again years later, unaware of how deeply their lives were once intertwined. It's time travel through connection, where love becomes the bridge that time cannot break. Okay, if you're still here, you're probably into this stuff, which is great. So be sure to hit that like and subscribe. All right, back to the video. Edge of Tomorrow. Time resets here through biology, not technology. When Major Cage is splashed with the blood of an alien called an Alpha, he inherits its ability to restart the day whenever he dies. The aliens, controlled by a central Omega, use this loop to predict and perfect every battle, winning before humans can even react. Each time Cage falls, the day rewinds to the same morning before combat. The world resets completely, but his memories remain. He trains with Sergeant Rita, another soldier who once shared the same power, and together they use repetition to perfect every move and counter every mistake. The loop finally breaks when the Omega is destroyed, erasing the reset mechanism entirely. Cage wakes in a world where the war is already won. The timeline shifted for good. Edge of Tomorrow treats time as a weapon of evolution, one that turns failure into knowledge until perfection becomes survival. Back to the Future. Time travel here runs on a single mutable timeline, where every action in the past reshapes the future immediately. Marty McFly's smallest mistake, like bumping into his parents before they meet, starts erasing his own existence. The flux capacitor powers it all, needing 88 miles per hour and 1.21 gigawatts to tear open a temporal field around the DeLorean. What makes this system fun is how the power source evolves. First plutonium, then a lightning strike, and later Mr. Fusion, which turns trash into energy. The DeLorean's stainless steel body allows smooth energy dispersal, keeping each jump seamless. But the heart of it isn't the science, it's the consequence. Every trip brings risk. Every fix causes another problem. Back to the Future shows time travel as a fragile chain reaction where every second matters and one small change can rewrite an entire life. 12 Monkeys. Time travel here is rough and unreliable. In a ruined future, scientists send prisoners back to study how a deadly virus wiped out most of humanity. James Cole is chosen and hurled through time using unstable equipment that often drops him in the wrong year. 1990, 1917, and finally 1996. The timeline cannot be changed. Everything that happens was always meant to happen. Cole's mission to stop the virus only fulfills the same events he was sent to prevent. The haunting memory of a man dying in an airport turns out to be his own death, completing the circle. No alternate timelines, no clean resets. The scientists never plan to fix history, only to learn from it. 12 Monkeys treats time travel as a tragic loop, where every jump tightens the knot and destiny remains unbreakable. The Adam Project. Time travel here runs through wormholes created by a DNA-locked jet. Only someone with matching genetics can pilot it, keeping jumps personal and limited. The system works on a mutable timeline, meaning every action in the past instantly changes the future. That's why older Adam meets his younger self, to stop the invention of time travel before it destroys everything. The film plays with paradoxes but keeps them emotional. When they alter the past, their memories start to shift, fading as the new timeline takes shape. Both Adams remember enough to finish their mission, but once they destroy the technology, history resets around them. There's no perfect fix, only balance. The story ends with faint echoes of what once happened, showing that even when time rewrites itself, a few moments still find a way to survive. Coherence. Time travel doesn't happen here in a straight line. Instead, reality splits. On the night Miller's comet passes overhead, quantum interference shatters one neighborhood into dozens of overlapping timelines. Every time the characters step outside, they risk walking into a different version of their own house. At first, it seems harmless. Small differences like misplaced photos or a broken glass. But as the night goes on, they realize there are countless versions of themselves running around, all just as confused and desperate. They start marking houses and keeping track of which version they belong to, but even that soon collapses into chaos. Coherence turns time travel inside out. No one moves through time, time moves through them. Each decision spins a new reality, and by the end, no one can tell which world was ever the original. Déjà vu. Time here begins with observation. A government device called Snow White can view the past exactly 4 days and 6 hours earlier, like watching live footage from another world. At first, it's only surveillance, but then the team discovers they can send signals backward. Small objects, notes, and eventually, a man. Agent Doug Carlin becomes the first human test. He uses the machine to jump into the past and stop a ferry explosion, setting off overlapping timelines where his own actions become the clues he once followed. Each interference creates small ripples until one final change rewrites the disaster entirely. When the dust settles, Doug dies in one timeline but survives in another, meeting the woman he once saved. Déjà vu blends time travel with sacrifice, showing that even when the loop closes, something of the past always lingers. Prime error. Time travel here is stripped of spectacle and built from raw experimentation. Two engineers, Abe and Aaron, accidentally create a box that lets anything loop backward between the time it was turned on and the time it is shut off. To travel, they switch the box on, wait outside for hours, then climb in and ride the loop back to when the box first started running. Each trip doubles the time they experience. They live the same stretch forward, then backward, carrying memories from both runs. The result is chaos. Multiple overlapping versions of themselves moving through the same hours, each trying to stay ahead of the others. The boxes multiply, reality splinters, and the men lose track of how many timelines they have created. Primer turns time travel into a math problem with no clear answer, showing that curiosity can fracture reality long before it explains it. Planet of the Apes. Time travel here isn't about machines or magic. It's physics, pure and simple. Astronaut George Taylor and his crew travel at near light speed, spending only 18 months in space while thousands of years pass on Earth. When they land, they find a world ruled by intelligent apes and assume it's another planet, until the ruins of the Statue of Liberty reveal the truth. There's no loop, no second trip, no paradox. Just the brutal reality of time dilation where moving fast enough makes centuries vanish in a blink. The future they return to isn't a new branch of history. It's their own, evolved far beyond recognition. Planet of the Apes uses time travel not as escape, but as revelation. It shows that the end of humanity doesn't need magic. Only time and our own mistakes carried far enough into it. Avengers Endgame. Time travel here flows through the quantum realm. The Avengers use Pym particles to shrink between moments in history, slipping through time without changing their own past. Each trip creates a new branch of reality instead of overwriting the old one, so removing an Infinity Stone fractures existence while returning it seals the break. The team jumps across decades: New York in 2012, Asgard in 2013, Vormir in 2014, collecting the stones to undo Thanos' snap. The rules are exact. No meeting your past self, no taking shortcuts, no creating contradictions. When 2014 Thanos arrives in 2023, it doesn't erase history. It opens another path that runs alongside it. Captain America's last journey ties it all together. He returns the stones, then chooses to live quietly in the past with Peggy Carter. His story doesn't alter the world, it completes it, showing that even in a universe of endless timelines, closure still matters. Triangle. Time travel here feels more like a curse than a science. Jess boards a mysterious ocean liner after her sailboat capsizes, and quickly realizes the ship is trapped in a repeating cycle. Every time she dies or kills someone, the entire sequence resets, starting again with new versions of everyone on board. As the loops repeat, Jess meets copies of herself, each one as desperate as the last to break free. She believes that killing everyone will end the cycle, but every attempt only begins another round. Even when she escapes to shore, the pattern continues. She kills her homebound self, tries to stop a car crash, and ends up right back at the marina where it all started. Triangle doesn't explain the loop with science or magic. It's punishment, a reflection of guilt that never fades. Jess is trapped in her own choices, forced to relive them until time itself gives up on mercy. Time Bandits. Time travel here runs on pure imagination. A band of dwarves steals a cosmic map that marks holes in the fabric of space and time, using it to jump between eras and rob treasures from history. Each hole acts as a shortcut, taking them from ancient Greece to Napoleon's camp to the Titanic without warning or reason. Their journey is chaotic and funny, but every leap catches the attention of higher powers. The Supreme Being wants the map back, while evil tries to seize it to remake creation. When everything finally collides, it's revealed that the whole adventure was part of a cosmic plan, testing both greed and faith. Time Bandits treat time travel like a child's dream. Unpredictable, wild, and ruled by forces far beyond human control. It's a reminder that even in fantasy, time always belongs to something greater than us. Time travel will always be more than science fiction. It's a mirror that shows how fragile our choices really are. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit like, drop a comment with your favorite time travel movie, and subscribe for more deep dives like this. Because the next video might take you somewhere even stranger. Maybe even to the moment before this one began.